Hi, and welcome to Weird News Report. Let's get started with our first weird news story, which is about billionaires and space, surprisingly. That's a hot topic right now because there is a guy named Richard Branson who owns a company called Virgin, Virgin Galactic, right? And a few days ago, I should say that Virgin Galactic's goal is to eventually start space tourism, to start sending people to space. But a few days ago, Virgin Galactic had its first fully crewed space flight. And Richard Branson, the billionaire, right, that owns the company, went along. And to my knowledge, it went off fine. Like the flight, no one died anyways. And they went on a suborbital trajectory to 80,000 meters, 80 kilometers, and came back down. Well, in a few days, there's another guy named Jeff Bezos. You might have heard of him, the founder of Amazon, but also the owner of a company called Blue Origins, right? That is also trying to start space tourism. On July 20th, they are going to do their first fully crewed space flight, I believe. And Jeff Bezos is going to be on that. And they're going to go on a suborbital flight to 100,000 meters, 100 kilometers. A bit of contention there, right? Because it's not exactly agreed upon where space is. Some people say 80,000 meters, and some people say 100,000 meters. There's a bit of competition there, right? Because Jeff Bezos is like, well, we're like actually going to space. This Richard Branson guy is only going close to space. Pff, pathetic, right? Virgin Galactic, it's in a few years, it's going to start sending off space tourists for $250,000. For the price of $250,000, you can go on this suborbital space flight to 80,000 meters. It's not clear about Jeff Bezos' thing. It's not clear about Blue Horizon yet, what that's all about. It's not. The weird thing is that neither of these companies are the first space tourism companies. There's a company called Space Adventures that was founded in 1998. I think they sent off their first space tourist in 2001. So it's actually been quite some time since the first space tourist. But Blue Origin actually showed an infographic on Twitter. They shared an infographic on Twitter that's kind of dissing Virgin Galactic. They point out that Virgin Galactic doesn't do flights over 100,000 or 100 kilometers, which they say is the internationally recognized boundary of space. They point out that their windows are the largest windows in space. Interesting. And Virgin Galactic's are airplane-sized windows. It points out that Blue Origin rockets have escape systems and Virgin Galactic's don't. It says that the ozone layer impact is minimal for Blue Origin spacecraft, while Virgin Galactic ozone layer impact is high. Although I was reading that it says on the infographic that exhaust is water with minimal impact on environment. But I was reading that the process that is used to make the fuel is actually quite energy intensive, and uses a lot of fossil fuels, and actually does have an impact on the environment. So, but that's just what I read. Allegedly, I'm not sure. Don't sue me, Jeff Bezos, please, please. I beg of you. Also, the infographic points out that Blue Origin has had 15 safe flights, while Virgin Galactic has only had 3 flights above 80 kilometers. Yeah. Blue Origin has all of that, but their rockets look like penises. There, I've said it. Do you really want to take a ride in the penis rocket? Although, on the other hand, do you really want to ride in a rocket that has the word virgin print across it? That's your two options for spaceflight right now. It's looking or that's the two most promising companies for spaceflight right now are the penis rocket or the Virgin Company. You pick. You pick. Oh my god. Let's just move on to our next story. Heinz starts petition to make hot dogs and buns come in equal packs. Heinz, of course, being a condiment company that doesn't, that sells ketchup. But of course, ketchup is intimately linked to hot dogs, right? At least a lot of people eat their hot dogs with ketchup. A lot of people don't like that that's a true fact. And think that ketchup doesn't belong to your hot dogs, but that's a digression, right? Let's focus on the real problem, and that's how hot dog packages and buns have different amounts in them, right? Hot dogs are usually sold in packs of 10, and hot dog buns are usually sold in packs of 8, right? And the reason is that hot dog buns are baked in pans, like 4 buns at a time. Like a pan will fit 4 buns, and that's just what's most popular, I guess. So it's just the way they've always done it, so they're gonna keep doing it the way they've done it. I'm confused. Why can't they just have a pan with 5 buns, right? That are all cooked in the same time? And apparently they do, actually. It's not clear why they don't just use the 5 bun tray, right, for the hot dog buns. I'm not sure why hot dogs aren't sold in less packages, or sold, in 8 packages of 8. I think that's another thing where it's just like that's the way it's always been. Heinz says on their website, and I quote, "Hot dog wieners come in packs of 10. Hot dog buns come in packs of 8. Why? As the condiment that has been bringing foods together for over 150 years, we've decided enough is enough. That's why we started the Heinz Hot Dog Pact. We're calling on Big Bun and Big Wiener companies to find the answer to this hot dog packing mismatch once and for all. We need your signatures more than ever. Let's change hot dog history together." And let's back up for a second. Big Wiener? Now that's funny. Big Bun is cool also. Oh, currently the hot dog petition has 27,000 signatures, right? And they're trying to get to 35,000 signatures. I'll put the link in the description if you want to sign this petition. Oh, it's going up by the second. I'm seeing it live, and it's quite amazing. Quite an amazing feat. And it's hosted on change.org. Which, I've said this before, has a change.org petition ever resulted in anything? I'm not sure. Let's move on to our next story before I get more mad. So you remember a few months ago where Donald Trump and his team hold a news conference at Total Landscaping, Four Seasons Total Landscaping. Apparently they had made some mix-up and tried to I assume trying to book a press conference at a Four Seasons hotel, but accidentally booked the Four Seasons Total Landscaping. Well, now Four Seasons Total Landscaping is holding a concert. That's right, a concert. The venue will be transformed on August 21st into a concert venue for punk artists like Laura Jane Grace and Brendan Kelly of the Lawrence Arms. 17 minutes after the tickets started selling, it sold out. It took 17 minutes for tickets to sell out, all 200 tickets. Yeah, and now there's you get to see the wall that Rudy Giuliani stood in front of. That's interesting. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Let's move on to our next story. There's a hydroelectric plant in Mechanicville, New York? Okay, Mechanicville, New York, sure. That seems like a fake name. That seems like the name I would have come up as a child for a town. Mechanicville? Whatever. Well, this hydroelectric plant has been built in 1897, so a long time, right? It's been producing electricity since 1897. Very historic power plant. Quick math, that's 124 years. Well, now, the company that owns it, Albany Engineering Corp, is currently mining Bitcoin with some of the power it produces. Mining Bitcoin, of course, consumes a lot of electricity, and apparently is a significant cause of global warming, or like a significant contributor to CO2 emissions, which is kind of crazy. But we're not going to get into that right now. But this company has decided that instead of selling electricity, it is more profitable to devote some of their electricity towards Bitcoin mining, which is insane. Although there's a few reasons why they've only done a portion of their electricity to Bitcoin. For one, Bitcoin is very volatile and very unstable, so it's not exactly the safest investment to go all in on. And also, New York is considering a cryptocurrency mining ban, so that would be a bit of a bummer if this hydroelectric went in. A hydroelectric plant went all in on Bitcoin mining and then it was banned. That would be a bummer for that company. But that's insane, right? Soon in the future, none of us will have electricity. All of the electricity that will be produced will be just for mining Bitcoin. And we'll all be living in shambles while these companies are making billions of dollars off of Bitcoin mining and destroying the environment. Yeah, that's what's going to happen, probably. I'm so mad right now. Let's move on to our next story, which is weird. This next story is weird, I mean. So, in the Notre Dame campus, right, the university, are considering adding Chick-fil-A, right, the restaurant Chick-fil-A as an on-campus restaurant option. And there are some students that are opposed to the idea for a variety of different reasons. Concerns include Chick-fil-A's issues with the LGBTQ plus community. Problems include Chick-fil-A's participation in animal agriculture, that's what it says, and lack of diversity and healthy food options on campus. And those were all concerns that were brought up. I mean, it seems pretty reasonable to me that some people are objecting to this. Well, no. Senator Lindsey Graham responded on Twitter expressing his disappointment in hearing that some students are in opposition to adding Chick-fil-A to the Notre Dame on-campus dining selection. He said, Lindsey Graham said, and I quote, "What a dangerous precedent to act. I want everyone in South Carolina and across America to know that I have Chick-fil-A's back. I hope we don't have to, but I will go to war for the principles Chick-fil-A stand for. Great food, great service, great values. God bless Chick-fil-A." Jesus Christ. Chill out, man. Chill out, old man. Someone should tell him that. Who cares? Who cares? Some students don't want Chick-fil-A on campus. And Lindsey Graham says that he will go to war with these students. This is what Lindsey Graham cares about. He wants to make sure that every campus on America has a Chick-fil-A. Clearly. Okay, let's move on to our next story. So this story is a bit interesting. There's a man named there's a man from New Jersey. There's not a man named New Jersey, I don't think. But that would be a different story. No. There's a man from New Jersey named Louis Angelino III. And he cleans homes, right, to make extra money. Cleans homes for his friends. And he was supposed to... He shared a video online. He said that he was supposed to clean a home for his friend named Mark, right? So Angelino goes to this house, and he finds a key underneath the doormat, right? Which, by the way, I didn't realize that people actually keep keys underneath doormats. Like, I thought that was just like a thing that you hear about. Like, that's the first place you'll look as a burglar for a key, is underneath the doormat. At least, like, look for, hide your key somewhere else where everyone won't immediately think of to look. Like in the plant, right? In the potted plant, or behind, you know, just somewhere more somewhere more harder to find. Well, whatever. It's too much. Angelino, right, said he spent 2.5 hours cleaning this house. And afterwards, he was playing with the cats. And his friend Mark, right, called to ask if he had been able to clean his home. Angelino said, like, I'm literally in your living room right now and playing with your cats and waiting for you to walk in. And Angelino's friend Mark said, Lewis, I don't have any cats. Soon after, Angelino said that he had realized he had written down Mark's address incorrectly. The address was off by a single digit. So this poor Angelino guy broke into this random person's house and cleaned it. Yeah, and everything worked out. Like, apparently Marx left a note for his neighbors to explain what happened, and the neighbors just thought it was funny, and probably were actually happy. They got their house. Apparently Angelino is embracing for his cleaning business. He said he is crowdfunding to make t-shirts to promote his services. That's interesting. He's crowdfunding to make t-shirts for his services. Not raising money to expand its I don't. Okay, whatever. Let's move on to our next story. Italian brothers grow world's heaviest cherry. Now this is exciting. Another Guinness World Record. Guinness World Record, right? How heavy is this tomato? You might be wondering. 1.16 ounces. And here, maybe I'll show a picture of the cherry. It's a small cherry. I was expecting like a big old cherry. If there's one thing I love, it's underwhelming world records. This is like quite underwhelming. I thought that there must be a cherry that's bigger than this, that is grown somewhere. There probably was at some point. Someone has probably eaten the world's biggest cherry without realizing it. That's what I'm trying to say. Because, like, who would think that, like, a 1.2 ounce cherry would break the world record? But I guess, whatever. I don't know. Good for these Italian brothers, who have said that their family has been growing cherries for more than a century. Wait, the record previously was a 0.93 ounce cherry grown in Italy in February. 0.93 ounce was the previous record? That's even so you're telling me that it's unusual to have a cherry more than 1 ounce. Like, it's like exceptionally rare to have a cherry that is more than 1 ounce. I guess I'm not a good at determining the weight of cherries. Well, and I have some good news. That's all of the news I have for yous. I can never remember how I end this, and it's always awkward. Good. Well, see ya later, I guess. Bye.